welcome back to part 2 of our series where we built an AI microsite. And let's quickly review what we did last time. So we set up our server environment with Hono, we integrated Drizzle for the database, and we faced a little issue with Wrangler. I just updated Wrangler and now the issue seems to be resolved. We can use Bun now, everything's fixed again. And we started to build out these little wait lists so we can add our email. And then we have our admin panel with all our emails inside. So what's the plan for today? We're going to build out our AI stuff and the scraping. Also, I had another great idea. Tell me what you think about it. That for the authentication, which will probably be the next video, we're not going to use Google, but we're going to use Notion. And this way, the user can actually import all the scrape results into their Notion database. We could, for example, create a new database for them in Notion, and then we get the individual like clients or leads or whatever in the database. And then, yeah, maybe together with some kind of CRL template. I don't know. Let's see. I think it's pretty cool. So this way we can get all the clients into our CRM directly. Well, if you're using Notion as a CRM, and yeah, you can like start working from there immediately. So what we're going to do to get started, let's set up the Google search. And I saw another video that was kind of my, let's say, inspiration for this. And there they just used the regular Google search. So it's basically Google/search and then Q, and then we could say something here like realtors, whatever. And then we get the result, and we could start there for like a real, real SaaS application. What we're building here, that's probably not going to cut it because Google's going to detect that that traffic is not, well, it's like a bot basically. It's not a real user. So they probably going to ask us to solve some captchas or whatnot. So my idea was to use the custom search JSON API. Alternatively, there's a SERP API, I think, but it's kind of expensive. If we look at the pricing, yeah, it's like, okay, free 100 searches per month. That's also not that much. And then 75 for 5,000 searches a month. That's also, I mean, it's kind of expensive. There's also Brave Search API, 2,000 free queries. Look, that's a lot cheaper. So that, I guess that would be the alternative, the Brave Search API. Also, they give us 2,000 free queries, and I think I already have an API key for that. You know what? Let's just use the Brave Search API. I think that's a lot easier, and then it's also pretty cheap, right? Like here we get 2,000 queries a month, and then the next one is also super cheap. So that's basically how we're going to do it. We're going to use this aside operator, and then we can make our search query, and we can say like realtors in Madrid. Let's say Web3. Yeah, exactly. The only problem is like post. We do it like. Yes, okay, we cracked it. So we see the IN refers to a profile, and then we can search for something, and then here, right, we get like results. Ethan Wilson, Austin, Quinta, Mike Daly. So that's perfect. We could also, let's say like, I don't know, FinTech, CTO. Yes, and then here we get like all these guys. Okay, that's great news. And now let's implement that functionality and see from there. Let's create a dashboard page, and there for now we just put in a search field, and then you put in your query, and then we're going to give you maybe a list of all the persons, and then we can think about a drop down or something. We don't want to tell everybody what's the secret sauce about our little AI SaaS application. So yeah, let's think about the user experience or some kind of like query builder or yeah, something like that. Okay, so just smacked everything in here. Let's just continue, guys. So app get dashboard. We created this very basic dashboard component, and we're just gonna return it here. Let's see how it looks like. Awesome. Now we need a search button, and let's already create like a div where we're gonna put the results later on with htmx. Okay, we have the search. Cool. Now let's create the search endpoint. And then for now, let's just return the query. I'll connect it here. So we made the post request on the search. We called the import query, and the target is gonna be these results. Okay, awesome, perfect. Now let's set up the Brave Search API to get the environment variables working in the Cloudflare environment. What you have to do is you have to create this file dev.vars, and you're gonna see it working when you see this part in your console. So your worker has access to the following bindings, and then it gives us this variable. And then to access it inside our code, we can just use this binding that we created for Hono. So we just have this Brave API key binding. Let me quickly add the real API key. Let's hope the token is still valid, and also let's pass it here. So we're gonna use the search, we're gonna get our query, we're gonna get our API token. And then if there's some error, we're just gonna throw the response text as an error. And otherwise, we're gonna return the JSON. Let's check the results. Maybe we can create typing for it so everything is neat and clean. But let's just add it inside here. Let's just see what it returns, if it even works. Let's say pop, and I guess it didn't work. Yes, error ID, subscription token invalid. Okay, so I have to get a new subscription token. Let's try again. Okay, so we're getting data. That's awesome. So we're interested in the web endpoint, and then in the title and URL, I guess, and maybe the description. So let's create a result type. Our result is typed. Let's also do a try catch around that. And if there's an error, so we have our search results. And now let's create a component, like a list, for our search results so we can display them beautifully. And then afterwards, let's fix the search so it's not just a search, but it has the site component, and maybe we can do something like job and location as like two separate inputs basically. So you can like job, location, and then we search for profiles that match that within LinkedIn. We can just create it inside here. No, here. Do we do a table again? Let's just make like divs or something. So we're gonna do result, result map, and let's do maybe like h3 it title. Okay, so we're gonna map over it, and let's see how it looks like. Okay, we get a couple of results. Let's also later on check if we can get more than that, but one thing at a time. Yeah, let's make it here. Instead of just the query, we're going to construct the query in the backend. So we will have job and location. See if that looks like something. Yeah, no, that looks trash. Okay, that looks horrible, but doesn't matter. Let's get the data. So it's going to be... And we could do the same here as we did in the waitlist, so we don't return the error, but we like swap out the full search thing. But let's not worry about it now. And then our search is gonna be job in location, and site is gonna be site linkedin.com/in. Let's see if we can find some realtors in Madrid. So yeah, it seems we have like some of them they're like companies. I don't know if there's a way for us to easily differentiate between the two, but maybe we also want to talk to companies. I think that's really good. Let's do something again, maybe CMO in Lisbon. Yes, and we get like all this juicy data, some trash in between. LinkedIn India, we don't care about that. We just want the people. I think we can do that with the AI. What are we going to do next? Yeah, we could think about the AI part next. but we could also do that another day. I think it's better to have like more shorter videos, or do you prefer longer videos? Let me know. What's your opinion on it? But so the next thing, let me think. Let's think about how the flow would be. So we would get all these people, and then it puts that into our list. Let's make it for now internally here. Or do we want to store it, or do we want to like click it and it immediately goes into our Notion? I think the pro would be it's like less work on our end, right? But the con is that we might have like we could push double people into our Notion. Maybe not everybody wants to do Notion, and we could get like an overview of all people that we ever created the code message for. Yeah, let's think about it. I think one more thing we can do here is if we can set like how many results we want. We could fetch more with the offset parameter. Search language, I think that could be interesting. Well, that's also interesting. We have a summary function, so we could even try, actually I think that's pretty cool. We could try this summary function to search for the person and try to get like a summary from Brave. But I think that's a cool idea, right? Like, so we could search, maybe they have had some appearances in some newspapers, maybe they have a personal page, whatever, and then we could get a summary about the person and then from there create our code outreach. Yeah, let's just try it, and then I'm gonna stop the video and then I'm gonna try to upload another one faster. I'm gonna check out some AI editing tools because the editing takes so much time. That's the main bottleneck for these videos, but if I can figure that out, I think I can pump out a lot more content a lot faster. Okay, it seems like I didn't read the documentation properly, and yeah, I don't know, that shit doesn't work. Let's just add our own summary. Fuck it. Yeah, let's just create our own summary and cancel that Brave stuff. That was not what we were looking for. I thought we would have something really cool there, but fortunately we don't. I think we can also get rid of this and here. Man, kind of makes me sad. I thought we would have something really cool there. Like I said, we're gonna use groq because it's fast and cheap. Yeah, so we're just gonna use the API, the groq API. I think I'm gonna change the model. Let's just look if we can get something, you know, satisfying for now, and then later on we can polish everything up. But now let's also the prompt. Let's see if it can just extract anything interesting from this endpoint. And oh yeah, we have to add the person or the text and the API key, and then we're gonna get it back. Also, I'm quickly gonna make a cut and add the groq env variables. Let's just stringify the results and make just a text. Okay, I asked ChatGPT, create a type, and then I'm gonna have summary, choices, row, message, content. Let's try it out. Let's go back to our dashboard, say house in Lisbon, search, click on it, and we have an internal server error. Invalid API key. What? Oh, yeah, I think we have to restart. Now it has access to the API key. Let's try again. Okay. Context length exceeded. That's annoying. Let's see if we can get a model with a little more context. This was out of date, so let's take a newer model and try it again. Come on now. Okay, nice. We get the, might be multiple people with the name. I mean, we get some stuff. Let's try someone else. Yes. Check this out. We get a lot more insight, a lot more stuff about this person. And let's imagine if we could combine this with the LinkedIn profile. I think we can write some really customized code messages, and maybe we can combine it even with an agent. Let's see. But I think for the next video, I'm gonna get like a couple of code outreach like templates, and let's start to create like these more customized code messages. And also let me know about the idea with Notion if you like it. I already have a video about Notion up on my channel, and I think it would fit nice into this one. So, you know, we could like kind of sell it as for like indie founders or smaller people who don't have HubSpot, who don't have a big CRM, that they can use this together with Notion to get their outreach going. I could even use it myself, you know, just because it was so great. Let's do some final test. Okay, I don't know if they're still in Berlin, but we get some senior Rust engineers. Let's see what we can get about this guy. So yeah, we get some good data. Let's try this one. Vladimir, from Serbia. Interesting. I think for outreach, we want to talk to business developers. We want to talk to more like the talking persons. Oh, that's bad. So we hit a rate limit. That's also something that we have to keep in mind. But yeah, I think that's it for now. It's going to be a little shorter video. I'm a little bit tired. I'm trying to get a little bit more content out with the new AI solution that hopefully works. And if you have any ideas, suggestions, features that we could add, anything that you would like to see, leave a comment and make sure to give the video a like. And thank you for watching and have a nice evening. Bye bye.